Hello everyone. This lesson is for grade 3. We are still, going over the Vasily Kandinsky. So I actually made the presentations for you. So we are going to just, go over each slides, the focal points, what the artist, created, what type of action work he created. Okay. And then we are going to a little bit discuss how he can actually interpret using the music and transfer into the fine art form then. Okay, so he basically just an abstract artist, right? So he was born on December 16, 1866 in Russia. He loved actually creating and his painting, but at the same time he loves opera. So he produced some very famous abstract artwork that is actually including within the music. So does anyone understand what abstract means in art then? Okay. So abstract is something that is very non-objective things that you are going to draw. It could be a geometric shape, it could be a free form organic shape, and it could be a both all together, right? So here is the example he did. You see there are a lot of actually interesting example in here, right? And then the one on the top is the compositions 1923. The one that is below is yellow, red, blue, and 1925. Sometimes he didn't actually put any actually names of a title of painting. Then he just put either composition or either untitled name in. So it's a very simple way. Then he put the title of any works then. Okay. So what shape can you see from there then? You probably see some a little bit geometric shape, right? Some a little bit organic shape, like a lot of curve, right? Some circles, like the shapes that you see it, right? So those are the actual shapes you are going to actually work on for the next project. We are going to actually create one of actually his untitled competition project that we are going to actually inspire and then work on it then. Okay. So most likely he used yellow, red, blue, like primary color, right? Do you see it also primary color over there? Yes, pretty much primary, sometimes secondary color, those are the colors he used most of the time then. Okay. Next one is the same thing. He used a lot of bright colors. You see the picture on the left, right? A lot of red, blue, greens, right? And some a little bit orange, yellows. So he is actually playing with the music. Do you see some kind of spiral, the way that he curved in, and maybe a musical instrument notes, right? So he definitely get a lot of it inspired by listening to music and then putting on it then. Okay. Versus the one on the right, you probably won't see it, but I kind of see this, right? It might be some kind of the instrument, like it could be either type of either violin, either cello, something that he definitely inspires some kind of the music then. Okay. Alright, next one is very abstract. We don't know what it is, but definitely we can see a lot of shapes, a lot of actually free form shape, right? Yes, organic shapes. Do you see? And lots of actually bright tones of color. Okay, so those are the colors that we also going to maybe take a look, and then maybe we should use it for the next project then. Next one, he did early age, he did a lot of like landscape painting then, but you see a kind of a brush stroke that is very choppy and short, right? But definitely from this paintings, he used a lot of bright tones of a color then. Then you can actually compare and contrast between them. Okay, the one on the left done by Kandinsky, right? And the one on the right is done by the famous artist Vincent van Gogh. Okay. Even when you actually take a look, there's a lot of actually different tones of color. You can see it, compare and contrast then, right? Which one do you prefer then? The one on the left or one on the right? Okay, I can't actually compare it, but I love both of them. Okay, but you can see the different tones of color that this these artists actually emphasis on, right? The next one, Kandinsky in fabric music was by a man, Richard Wagner, okay? Because Richard Wagner is one of the musicians back then. So he was, the one of actually the musicians that the Kandinsky was inspired and creating it. So you see the picture on the right, on the bottom. Those are the picture that the Kandinsky was inspired by the one of the musician Richard Wagner. Then you definitely see the bright tones of a color, right? Also the shapes, it's a very freeform shapes that you see it. Okay, this is a composition 1. Composition 2, definitely he tried to work on some sort of a layout from the beginning. Then he actually developed either start using the focal point as a dot, and then the repeat a shape and getting a smaller and changing a scale. Then a lot of edges right here. This may be a type of violins, okay, maybe some a little bit of guitar. I don't know, but this is some kind of like musical note instruments, musical instrument. I can actually tell then. Okay, all right. So he definitely sometimes using the Bach music, the fugue in a D minor. This is the example. Maybe you should maybe type it on on online search, and then you can listen it. Then it's organ pipe actually the piano song. The next one is Wagner. You may have to type it in on the your Google search, and you can actually listen it then. Okay, so music and art. Okay. Definitely he is really inspired by listening, and then he create his one of his work then most of his work then. Okay, so what do you think? How would you actually make you feel that when you actually listen to music and work on it at home then? So here might be a student sample. Okay, this might be another student sample. This could be. Okay, and this is one of actually concentric circle that he actually created, but you don't have to actually do this stage then. Okay, so thanks for watching this my presentations of a PowerPoint slides, and I will talk to you for the next class, and I'm going to show you the demo how to actually create one of his Kandinsky project into our work then. Okay, thank you.